Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. I'm going to talk about this book. It's Moby Dick. So I'm going to talk about the author, a brief account of the story, and lastly, I will talk about the concepts that the novel shows. Okay, so to start, I'm going to talk about Herman Melville, who is the author of the book, and he was born in 1919. And yeah, he wrote this book. This is his masterpiece. Probably you have heard about Moby Dick. It's his most famous book. And yeah, he's a writer, a novelist, and a poet from United States. So before I talk about this story, I'm going to introduce you the characters of the story. And if you didn't know, Moby Dick is not a person, is a whale. I know that, but yeah, Moby Dick is the whale, and we have the captain Ahab, who is the captain of the ship, and here we have this guy called Fedala, who he's not that important in the story, but he got an important message to share in the book. And here we have another characters of the story. We have Ismail, who is like the main character, and Quikek, who is uh, a harpooner, and yeah, we have these other guys who are harpooners too, but they're not that important in the story. And we have Staff, who got an accident in the story. But yeah, these guys are not that important in the story. So a brief account of the story. So the story is basically of Ismail, who is a guy who wanted to have an adventure in his life. So he wanted to go to chase whales, and he met Quicker, who is the who is a harpooner, and Quicker was the man who introduced Ismail to the to the boat. So they met Ahab, who was the captain, and he wanted to go and follow Moby Dick, who was the whale, because Ahab once met Moby Dick, and he always wanted to kill Moby Dick. So, but Moby Dick is like a really big whale, and nobody can like capture it. So Moby Dick took one of the legs of the Captain Ahab, and for that reason, the captain wants to take revenge from Moby Dick because he feels like he feels that he needs to do something in exchange to Moby Dick stolen his leg. So yeah, at the first of the story, they are happy like capturing whales and obtaining oil from the whales to do money. But so yeah, Ismail was having his adventure in Quake, and all the other harpooners were like happy with the story, but the Captain Ahab don't wanted to just capturing any whale. He wanted to capture Moby Dick. So he was like kind of obsessed with Moby Dick, and he was even risking the lives of the rest of the sailors. And yeah, so they were trying to chase Moby Dick. And that's basically the story. And like I said, this guy got an accident. They met a lot of people and around the sea. Like they found another boats, but people was like, "You're crazy because you're trying to find Moby Dick, and you know that that is something impossible." So they were risking their lives, and I don't know if you remember, but I told you about this guy called Fadala. He is a prophet. So he told Captain Ahab that he was going to die because he was chasing Moby Dick. And the prophecy came true. Fadala dies first, and then Captain Ahab dies because he was trying to kill Moby Dick. They found Moby Dick, but they couldn't like kill Moby Dick. So at the end of the story, Moby Dick didn't die, and everyone risked their lives. And Ismail was the one who survived. And because he survived, we know now the story of Moby Dick because he survived to tell the story. And lastly, I'm going to talk about these three topics that the story shows. The first one is revenge. We can see that the Captain Ahab wanted to take revenge from Moby Dick because he wanted to do something because he lost his leg. And we can see that in real life. People wanted always to have revenge if they lost something or if you have like these feelings inside of you. And we also can see obsession and stubbornness in Captain Ahab too, because he was obsessed with Moby Dick. He even risked his own life and the life of the other sailors. So he was obsessed. And we know that an obsession is something bad because you can, like Captain Ahab, even die. And we can see about we can see adventure in the book because Ismail wants to have an adventure and he has that adventure, but he even risked their lives. So that's my presentation. I don't know if you have questions or comments.
Yes, Paola. Actually, I have two questions. The first one is that I wonder what you think will happen if they killed Moby Dick.
That's a good question. Well, probably Moby Dick, probably everyone in on the boat will be alive, and Captain Ahab could take revenge. So he would be happy, and that was like his only goal in his life, and he would be happy. So yeah,
Okay, and the other one is that do you believe this book is for kids?
I think that the original version is like for adults, maybe, but I know that there are now some versions like more light for kids. So yeah, it's a really good story for kids. You can work with your imagination. So yeah,
I have a question. What will you change about the story?
probably the fact that no, everyone on the boat was afraid of Captain Ahab and they risked their own lives. They told to Captain Ahab, like, we have families, we have to return to our homes. But Captain Ahab was like, you need to help me with this because you're my sailors. So if I would be in the boat, I would probably go away because I want to stay alive. So yeah.
Well, I have one last question. And I would like to know if you think that Moby Dick was like an intelligent animal. I mean, because the whale was always trying to hunt the men on the boats, and I don't know if to say if Moby Dick was a she or a he, but uh, it was always like chasing the man, and the man was desperate to kill the whale. So, do you think Moby Dick was like an intelligent animal, or it was just their instincts?
Yeah, actually, they describe Moby Dick as an intelligent animal because he never caught. So yeah, everyone knew that Moby Dick was a dangerous whale. So yeah, he was intelligent. For me, he was intelligent. Okay, so thank you guys for your attention. That was my presentation.